So I'm Scott from South Florida Insider, and I'm here with
Jamie from Blacklist Royals.
I know we were recently talking a little bit about it. So far with the Warped Tour, how's kind of the energy, everything really been? I know you're a Nashville guy, so.
It's been awesome, man. Like, all the crowds have been great. I mean, there's at least 10,000 people here every day. So even if you're playing on a small stage, there are going to be at least 100 people watching you hanging out. And everybody's just here to have a good time. It's hot, but everybody's just hanging out.
And so you were kind of alluding to it. You're going to be doing a split with the Street Dogs. Is there any tentative date, anything collaborating?
There's not a tentative date as far as now. There's a festival in Florida every year called The Fest. I don't know if you're familiar from Gainesville. So hopefully it'll maybe be out before then, so we get some stuff going for that. But we pretty much just figured out about that a couple days ago, so we're stoked about it.
Yeah, are you guys collaborating at all, or is it just literally a split?
Yeah, literally a split. I think they're going to put some old songs on their back catalog, and we're going to put some new songs. So some songs that aren't out yet. So it should be good.
How'd that kind of come together? Because if I'm right, aren't they like Boston natives, and you guys are Nashville?
We actually just did a European tour and met up a couple dates with them. There's a festival out there called Gros Rock in Belgium, and we hung out there and both dug each other's band. I had never even seen them before, and vice versa. And we're just like, let's do it, because we both found out we're going to be on Warped Tour together. So initially we were going to do it for Warped Tour, but...
And you guys are both punk bands and everything, but you know what? It's very easy to pick you guys from them. So, I mean, like, how do you kind of like unite that sound on a split, or is that really the idea to be that diverse?
Well, I think both of us, like, as far as bands, I mean, I'm not speaking for them, but I just... Thinking-wise, like we're on Warped Tour right now. There's not many punk bands here at all, this year or anymore, really. So just to promote each other and get each other's fans. I mean, I'm sure like there's a lot of people in Boston that would love our band, and I'm sure a lot of people that have our sound would love their band. So.
And I mean, after listening to your set, you can't help but get that like kind of throwback sound, like almost like Rancid in the early days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know people talk about influences and stuff, but it really seems you're grounded on like really keeping that old school punk sound.
Definitely. It's actually speaking for the rest of the band, like we all love like old Motown stuff, like old Sam Cooke. I grew up with the Allman Brothers, like from my family, so our bass player's favorite band's like the Replacements. So like we have all that, but we also grew up in the huge punk rock scene like 10 years ago at Warped Tour, like which was Rancid, all that. So it's a collective of all that, so we decided to keep it the throwback style.
Could you see yourself ever maybe uniting with one of those bands? I mean, could you ever imagine something, but even on the other side, what about playing with the Allman Brothers somehow?
That would be...
A punk band meets the Allman Brothers.
I would love to. That would be my dream. It would be insane.
You guys ever think about doing a cover song of one of those bands?
We've been talking every now and then about doing a cover song from Allman Brothers, but who knows, man? We throw that stuff out there all the time.
But what about projects of your own? You guys finishing up an album, working on any other projects down the road?
We just finished a 4-song EP. Matt Drastic, he's Less Than Jake's tour manager. He did all the recording for us, and Greg from TSOL played piano on it, and did 4 songs. One is up for download right now on AP, so if you guys are checking out AP, go download it. And 2 of them are going to be on that split, and 1 of them's on the Warped Tour comp. So if you pick up the Warped Tour comp today, or wherever, it's on there.
How hard was it bringing in a piano into a punk element?
Well, Greg actually did the piano on pretty much all their records. I'm the newer guy of the band, so on the last 2 records he was on there, and this is the first time that I've got to collaborate with somebody on there, and it was actually pretty easy because he wasn't even there for the process. We just sent him the tracks, and like he sent us like 5 different ideas for each one. I was like, he's amazing. He's incredible, hands down.
So if you're the new guys, does that mean you had to go through some type of initiation or anything?
No, not really, to be honest. I think they had such bad luck with their old members and such a pain that like having me coming in and actually like work and show that like I'm here to do this and not just hang out and party. It's been like a big change for them. It's helped them out a lot.
So you didn't have to worry about waking up with your head shaven or anything like that?
No, not at all. Well, I thought so. Actually, when I met them, I left for one week after learning all their songs and meeting them. I left on a month-long tour, so I was like, this could suck. But they were all super nice. Like, they've been doing this for a long time, so they're not here to fuck around. They're just hanging out.
But what's the future got in store for you guys? You mentioned the album and everything, the EP.
Yep.
But what about future tours beyond the Warped Tour?
Hopefully we're gonna get back to Europe soon in the next 6 to 8 months, man. Like, we just got back there from our first tour and it was amazing. And once these songs get released, we'll see. We have the Fest in Florida coming up. We have been submitted for 2 big tours, but of course they haven't happened, so I can't really talk about those. But hopefully something like that happens soon. But just be touring somewhere. If we don't get anything, we'll do it ourselves, you know.
Are you going to push any videos with the EP?
We haven't done any videos for new songs. We actually just had a video come out for an old song called Things They Say. So if you guys check it out, Things They Say, YouTube, Facebook, all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's about it. If you got anything you want to say to the fans that hasn't been said already.
Just check out the record. Got new stuff coming out soon. Free download on AP.